Time to head back into the northern lights on the equator. Oh, episode 4, Ely Mouth's Dentist, which is a really odd name for a creature. I guess we can go to this one. I was thinking of going back to episode 2 to get some more blue coins, but I think they're probably here as well. And once again, we are being chattered at right away so that we can get our fishbowl on. Our lovely fishbowl that will help us breathe in space and underwater and everywhere else. Even quicksand and inside a toilet. Sure. I have no idea. Here's one of the blue coins that I kind of missed. This is the second ledge of its kind behind these pulleys. That's one. Another one is further up this path. Which, we don't actually have to go up this path in order to go see Ely Mouth. I really don't understand that name. By the way, these springs are really odd. You can bounce on them. That part is simple enough. That makes sense. But you also can spray them to make them smaller. Just magically, they shrink in size to suit their mood. And, you can pick them up and carry them around, and as soon as you set it down, it becomes big again. It looks kind of like those, I don't know, the kind of shoes that you wear that have especially cushy soles, maybe. And over here is something else that I would like to see. A blue coin. And there's just this ice cube, which you can melt with water because it can't melt on its own. You have to wet it. You have to wet the frozen water to make it... I don't know. Never mind. At least it makes more sense than the ice in Ukulele that you can't burn out with fire. You have to break it like glass. Unless it secretly is glass, it just doesn't make itself clear that it's glass. Not that I have a big issue with this. It's just a little bit odd. And then there's one more that I want to get. I'm not sure if there's a really convenient way for me to approach it. But the last blue coin that I would like to get, you know what, I'll get that one later. It's fine. I'll just go ahead and fight Ely Mouth, who is right below this waterfall. You can jump in from the bottom of it and whoop-de-doo, here we are. In another really beautiful location. This whole level is beautiful. But we can't pay too much attention to how beautiful it is because we have imposing music. And also 4 ominous glowing lights at the bottom of the pit of horrors. Now I enjoy these bubbles because they are poisonous, however, you can pop them to get air. It's something that I didn't realize for a while. But I think I discovered this on my own. Or actually, what I did was I just ran into them and they refilled my health just like that. So I figured that's what you were supposed to do. Really, you're supposed to clean them, but as long as they pop, everything is okay. And happy hunky-dory. Dory. You know, we're finding Dory. And then also, there's Dory the plesiosaur. Wow, that is an awful-looking tooth. My goodness. It is dark. I feel fright. Except, that was nothing of consequence. I don't think we lost any health from that. This is a strange boss. One of the things that's strange about it is that it is... Well, first of all, it has eyes on both sides of its head, but also one of them has bushy eyebrows, and the other side has eyelashes. So, it is a mixed-sex eel. It's very subtle, but it's, you know, it's just there as a detail to throw in. Gosh, I got into a discussion with one of my friends lately, who apparently had not brushed his teeth in 3 months, because it was not something that I ever was really used to doing, I suppose. I don't know how you can have your teeth survive for 3 months without brushing them, but I'm used to brushing them, if not every day, at least every other day, because sometimes I'm forgetful. And I'd rather not be your lunch, even though you don't seem to... How do you get your teeth so dirty underwater like this? And also, on that note, how are you supposed to clean them? If you're already... What does this thing eat? Okay, I would like these bubbles. That would be nice. Come on, bubbles. There's 100 billion of them. Okay, one of them refilled me. One of those tiny bubbles. Yeah, I mean, I think I might have already mentioned that I don't know if I've mentioned this or not, actually. I went to the dentist recently and found out that I have a whole bunch of cavities. Which is odd, because I've only ever had one cavity before in my life. And I didn't even know how I got that cavity. I feel like I generally take pretty good care of my teeth. Because if I have any plaque on my teeth, if I'm not able to brush it, I usually get a tissue and, like, scrape it off, because I don't want that in my mouth. It feels kind of gross. And one more tooth to clean. Remember to take proper care of your teeth. Wait, this is supposed to be in a cutscene. Why is this not in a cutscene? Weird. I don't know how that happened. And this is also supposed to be in a what? I've never seen this happen. What is it doing? Okay. That was really odd. But kind of awesome. Anyways, yeah, usually what happens there is it shows this outside view, like above the eel, where his golden tooth launches at the camera, and then there's of course the designated cutscene for the shine itself appearing as usual. But didn't happen that time. Also, the screenshot of Flood saying, "Remember to take proper care of your teeth," is, I showed that to my friend who had not brushed his teeth in ages. And so then he brushed his teeth twice that day. His heart grew 3 sizes that day. No. Let's see, I would like to go ahead and get that blue coin that I was mentioning, wanting to get. There's not necessarily a reason for me to get it right now. And there are other ones that I could probably get at this point. I just am a doofus. So I do things in a random order that might not necessarily be the most efficient order, but hey, at least I prepared a little bit for this Let's Play, and I don't have absolutely no clue where any of the blue coins are. That is not what I wanted to do. Do I slide off of this? I do indeed. But I can stand on it. Somewhat. Okay. I would rather... whatever, spin jump. Spin jump works. There it is over there. Now, can I manage to get this with just a nicely timed jump? Now, that shouldn't be too bad. As Mario bonks backwards, making Yoshi's Story sounds. At least it sounds like sound effects from Yoshi's Story as he's bumbling downwards and backwards. Oh yeah, I failed to mention this, but the water is clean now. It's not poisonous anymore. That's nice and convenient. I guess it's still a really pretty place, even with the clear blue water, which would normally make something more pretty and not less pretty, but I kind of liked the purple. That's what I was saying. Here's Il Piantissimo again. Piantissimo is... like, pianissimo, I think is how it's pronounced, is... or is it piantissimo? I don't know. Whatever is the musical term. Well, is it... is that playing music really slowly, or is it playing music... no, I mean, is it playing music really quickly or playing music really softly? I think it's playing music really quickly. If it is, that would make sense. Seeing as this is the Running Man and all. Yeah, as all of his races are. This is not particularly difficult. And now I'm thinking of a stupid thing that my sister said once. I mean, it wasn't particularly stupid, it was a smart joke, but also a little bit, like, edgy. This is what I think about almost every time I think about races. Like, races that are competitions, I mean. She participated in a marathon of some kind, or some competitive, like, track meet, and she was the only white person there. So, what she said after she was finished racing was, "I was first in my race, and 5th overall." Which I wouldn't consider that particularly offensive, it's just making a joke about the situation. Anyways, continuing on to Noki Bay. To Keel Hall Key, to Noki Hall Key. Yeah. Hoo boy. Now this should be... Yeah, I'll go for some more blue coins here, because you see that red O over there? That is only available in Mission 6 of Noki Bay. And also its corresponding O over here. You can find the turbo nozzle. I think it's up there where the blue coin was, way up there. I'm not positive about that. The turbo nozzle is recommended for getting these circles, but I like to completely avoid the circles, or not avoid the circle, avoid using the turbo nozzle to get the circles, because I'm a jerk, and I like to do things the hard way. So what I prefer to do, I might only do this for one side and maybe get the turbo nozzle for the other one, because we could be here for ages if I actually go through with this for both sides. But, yeah, hold on. Wait for it. Yeah. Making this boat work, it is a little bit tricky, I will say that. It's not, like I said, it's not very intuitive, but I don't think it's so bad. Could be better. I don't know exactly how it could be better, though. It seems like it would be a difficult thing to figure out what is most intuitive for. So yeah, actually, let me see if I got the angle right. Looks pretty good. I'm gonna change it just a bit. Warp speed, Captain! Oh wait, that's not gonna be fast enough. I accidentally pressed the wrong button. Gonna wait around now. Yeah, this is the way that I always do this. So, if it's tedious, then... I guess it's tedious then, but I always like doing this. Yeah, I keep forgetting that you get out of your first-person view once you, like, once the cutscene ends. Okay, go! Sweet. I did it. Yeah, I think it's pretty much just as difficult the other way. I might see if I can find that turbo nozzle, because I don't know for sure where it is, but... No. Cooperate with me, Mario. Oh yeah, something else that I could show off in this stage. Well, I'm gonna show it off eventually anyways. And by eventually, I mean in a matter of minutes. Is some of these cubby holes that you spray inwards to create little cubby holes is, they have boxing gloves that punch you away for no reason, which could be annoying if you're not prepared for that and you feel like you've made a lot of hard-earned progress, which I don't think is really... I feel like this level and most of the game is pretty easy to navigate around, so it's not really that big of an issue to me, but... it is an odd design choice. So we got our hover nozzle here. Ah, hover nozzle, rocket nozzle. Hamster Hooey and the Gooey Kablooey. And go in here, got a second blue coin. Be sure to get this one second, because, yeah, you get sent all the way back to the beginning of the stage. And apparently into the water. So if the water was still poisonous, that would have hurt you. Good. Are there any more that I want to get to besides the one that requires, or doesn't quite require, but it's nice to have the turbo nozzle? I guess not. I don't think so. I think I'll go ahead and go to the shell's secret. I've been up to this shell a few times already, doing it what I consider the easiest way. I think what the game wants you to do is go across all of these ropes, and it shows you the ropes, but I prefer climbing up the cliffside and jumping on the nearest shell, and then jumping to the other nearest shell, and then jumping to the other nearest shell, and then there you go. Okay. I don't remember what this secret has in it. This secret level. Can I get to it from here? I probably shouldn't risk it. I probably also shouldn't Trisk it, because I don't really like Triscuits. But I can see why others would. Do boop boo doo 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 doo. Oh hey, there's a nice little little rope leading straight to it. If only I could see it. I think I was starting to say at one point that I generally think the camera in this game is very good, and part of the reason that I think the camera is very good is, okay, just hold on for a moment. My mind went to Majora's Mask for a moment here, again, for some reason, thinking this section here looks like the lower lip of that one really old Goron, the one with the super pointy lip. That's just kind of what this looks like to me. Anyways, continuing on. I appreciate how this game and Wind Waker both have cameras that you can move around really freely. And they might have just set a new standard for camera movement in games. Possibly. I wish more games had this free of a camera. I'll wait for that. Seems like a little bit of a badly timed platform. Okay, now it's fine. This seems like one of the harder secret levels for newer players, because this doesn't seem like a very intuitive jump. It's much too high for a normal jump, or you either would go for a triple jump like this, or some weird wall jump like that. And both of those are somewhat difficult maneuvers. Maybe not difficult, but not super obvious maneuvers. Almost dead there. I'm happy that A Hat in Time is going to have dreamlike stages that are just basically levels like this. Because they're cool. You can stomp on these nails, you know, because Mario's butt is a hammer. That is how strong it is. He has buns of steel. If only we had Flood, we could put out that fire and see what's in it. Probably nothing. There might be a coin, but it's not like there would be any reason for there to be a coin in this stage. It's not like there's anything that you can get hurt on except for the fire. Oh yeah, I seem to recall one of the Hat in Time, like beta levels, beta dream stages, having something that looks exactly like this structure here. And also some that look like this. I mean, it is just blatantly Sunshine, but I'm okay with that. Alrighty then. Shine get! And with that, I suppose I will see you next time.